Good morning! Happy Pioneer Day. Today is July 24th, 2019, and I want to welcome you to Wednesday with Wendy. I am a self-awareness coach, intuitive healer, and channel. I provide support for people who just need to get away from the everyday busyness, to get out of their mind and into their heart and ground and center their bodies and get connected with themselves. And today on Wednesday with Wendy, the heart center topic for today is body-mind connection. And if you are listening to the recording right now, then feel free to skip ahead. If you don't have time to listen to the whole thing, these videos go from about 30 to 45 minutes. And I always share a guided meditation at the end of these videos. So if you don't have time to sit down and listen to the topic for today, and you would like to take advantage of the guided meditation, then go ahead and just skip on ahead down to where you can kind of see where I start to get quiet, and you can just take advantage of that, about 10-15 minutes at the most on that section of the video. Also, please, if you have time, to just tune in to a special announcement that I have about my upcoming retreat. My upcoming retreat in September, and I'm super excited about this. I've been preparing for this retreat since April, and it's coming down to the wire. It's only 8 weeks away, and I think I'll just go ahead and make that announcement now. It's 8 weeks away, and this has been something that's near and dear to my heart. It is, providing space for women to get away from their busy lives is just something that I feel very passionate about, very drawn to supporting providing a sacred space for people to reconnect to their spiritual selves, to reconnect to their whole selves, to find peace within, to find their calm, to find the space. It's within the space that we discover our gifts. If we never slow down to connect with the earth and connect with ourselves and connect with the universe, those messages, those little, subtle messages, just, it's hard to hear them. And I know from personal past experience, that I have struggled to find clarity in those messages, and meditation has been the doorway to finding clarity, finding and listening to my body, connecting to what it's wanting me to know, and listening to the subtle energies that are wanting me to know something about my spirit and my soul purpose, and so I can live a more fulfilled and just connected life. And when we live in a more fulfilled and connected lifestyle, we don't overthink the small stuff. We can let go of the small stuff, and we can keep our eye on the big picture and not worry about how we're going to get to the big picture. And really, the big picture is what I'm talking about. The big picture is like, okay, what am I meant here to do? I mean, we all want to connect with each other, right? And we want to serve each other, and we want to feel good about, doing something for other people. And we all love it when we see our service come back to us through a smile or a thank you, or like, you know what, you showed up in my life just at the right time. It's just a magical way of living, to feel free from fear of judgment. Most of that judgment is our self-judgment, and and fear of the unknown, and it's all about taking that leap of faith and letting the universe guide our actions. So I am very much committed to divine guided action. And if you're interested in getting clear on what that means for you, this retreat is so perfect for you. And the result of committing and investing in yourself and committing some time to step away from your regular routine is so amazing. If you've never attended a retreat, it is a treat. It really is a treat without the RE. It's a treat. I have prepared this oceanside beach retreat, and we have a private access to the water, and sitting next to the water and just without any interruption, it's just different, and when we do something different, of course we're going to get something back different. And along with the oceanside beach access, I am preparing to teach some workshops and some activities, and teaching you about your energy, how to tune into those subtle energies of your body, and listen to something, bring an intention of finding something new about what you want to learn about yourself and about what your next step in on your spiritual journey is. I've also scheduled in lots of free time. We've got beach cruisers, we've got paddle boards available in the garage, and a free trolley that goes up and down Dana Point. I can't wait to go. I've never been there before, but I've been reading about it, and it's the number one place to go whale watching. So within my research, I was just like, oh my gosh, I want to experience one of these whale watching tours. So after we get centered and connected to each other as like-minded women, we're gonna take advantage of one of these awesome whale watching tours on Wednesday. So it starts on Sunday night, and we'll be doing lots of work on connecting and to our body, mind, soul, healing the heart, tuning into the energies of the earth, tuning into the energies of your body, your chakra energy centers. And then on Wednesday, we're going to go out and go on this whale watching tour and just experience Dana Point and just soak in all the goodness of Dana Point, California. So I hope that you would consider joining us. I have 4 spots left on this retreat, and you've probably been seeing it all over Facebook. I've been posting about it a ton. And one of those posts, I think I said that you can receive $100 off through the 24th, which is today. But I'm extending that extra discount through the August 1st. So I'm going to post in the comments below this video I updated my landing page, and so it looks brand new. If you've seen my landing page before, maybe you haven't seen it updated, but I've got all the pricing on there and all the details of what we'll be doing. So after this video, just tap on the link below and you can find more information about how you can get in on the fun. Hi Erin, thanks for watching. Today is so just to get back to the topic of today, it kind of ties into everything I just described about this wonderful experience that that I hope to share with you is the body-mind connection. And this week I've had a really, it's Wednesday, but I've already had a really awesome week of working with my clients. A few stories came up this morning. I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you. And the body-mind connection is something that, we hear a lot, but what is it really, right? And in my line of work, the body-mind connection is listening to the body, getting in tune with what the body is communicating. It's all about communication. And when we learn to restore a positive connection and a positive communication, close that communication between our mind, our heart, and our body, what happens is so truly amazing, is that we're able to close the gap in our relationships, with communication with our relationships, and it heals relationships. It brings us together. It helps us to understand each other better. We're able to let go of the small stuff and just be present, bring in the present moment. And it's very difficult this day and age, when we have all the technology just distracting us from being present. So the practice of being present is it's an art form. It's something that is like learning how to dance or learning how to walk when you're a baby. The practice of presence is you literally have to retrain your brain. So when we're born, we naturally are present. We're super present. We communicate how we feel. Our moms know exactly what we need because we're communicating exactly in the moment what we need. And we know how to get what we want, right? We get what we want because we're communicating and because we're present. We're just in the moment. So over the years, of course, we kind of get out of that and we start looking outside ourselves for external acceptance and wanting to find happiness through what other people think about us, and proving that that we are lovable, right? The things that we do for each other in service. So coming back to the stories that I had experienced hearing through a couple of my clients, I'll just go with one and I'll do the other one. One of them was telling me, and she didn't even tell me until after the healing session was over. She said that there was one point in the session where I was working on a tight point, a knot in her neck. And when I do my massage therapy sessions, I kind of go off into a different world. My world becomes all about the person on the table and my hands. And I basically, my body is removed from I wouldn't say my body is removed, but I become more connected with my body, because within that moment, I'm energetically connected with the person on the table. So what happens is the communication between energetic communication happens. It's like a link. I get linked up with my clients, and their underlying pain speaks to me. And so that's how I am able to call my sessions a healing session, because the body wants you to know something about what's going on inside. and we can't hear it because we're too busy to hear it. We're too distracted to hear it. So when you come to lay on my table, I am my energy, my soul, my spirit is instantly connected and links up to your soul energy. And in that moment, my physical body actually starts to fire. It tells me, okay, there's something going on with me. So that's what the body is telling me that's on the table. There's something going on with me, and it tells me physically. And then when I reach out with my hand and pay attention and acknowledge that discomfort that the person on the table doesn't even know about. The moment I acknowledge it and pay attention to it and bring awareness to it, which is sometimes I'll speak about it, sometimes not, depends on how I feel prompted to take the session. But sometimes it doesn't need to be spoken about, it just needs to be touched, just to be acknowledged. The moment I do this, something happens, a shift in the body. It's not just right where I'm bringing my attention to, and it was this thing that was going on with her neck, and I didn't even know what I was doing, but it just comes naturally to me now. So there was a spot, and I was like, okay, I hear you. I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna be with you until you say you're good. So I did. And at the end of the session, she explained to me, she says, oh my gosh, Wendy, I had a anxiety attack a couple weeks ago. And I took something to kind of help me feel, like I thought that it would help me calm me down, and it did. It helped calm me down a little bit. But it was intense. She says it was a really intense experience for her, and it scared her. So she did something. She took something to help her feel better in the moment. She responded with the best thing she knew how, which, I'm not here to judge or tell anyone what they should and shouldn't do. But you do what you know best to do, and that's all you can do. You just respond with the knowledge you have in the moment, and you take care of it the best you can, which is perfect, which was what you're supposed to do. So when she came and saw me a few weeks ago, a few days ago, she's like, oh my gosh, I had no idea I still had this tension in my chest. And when you touched that spot on my neck, the spot on my neck just brought more awareness to that feeling I was feeling when I had the anxiety attack. My chest tightened up, and it just went locked up, and it just went, whoa, right when I was touching that spot. And a few moments later, she says it just melted. Her chest relaxed, her heart opened up, and she was able to relax and let go of whatever underlying tension or cause that made that put her into that downward spiral into the anxiety attack, which was pretty cool. I had no idea that her chest was feeling that way, but I knew her neck was not doing good and that I needed to do something, and that's what the energetic connection happens, is something tells me I need to pay attention to something that the person on the table has no idea is going on. She's like, oh, I thought it was fine. I had no idea I had all this tension in my chest still. And the most wonderful thing about connecting with people who understand you on that level, it truly is healing. It's life-changing. I can't imagine her not coming to see me and not taking care of this problem. What it would be like for her for years down the road. The tension that she had no idea was there. I mean, it made me think about how many people might be walking around with this underlying feeling of anxiety. How many people are walking around thinking that they're fine, and they have this underlying anxiety, like just like a vice around your heart. So my point of this, sharing this story, is that I hear so often from people that I don't know, like other stories even from my husband. You know, he comes home from work telling me about the medicine cabinet at work and how it's so popular, and that they're constantly replenishing the anti-inflammatory drugs and the allergy pills and all the over-counter drugs that they're taking at work. And her story just made me remember, or helped me remember, the importance of sharing and discussing what is happening to your body when you continue to cover up your mental, emotional, physical symptoms with over-the-counter drugs and prescription drugs. It's damaging. I'm not telling you that to stop. I'm not judging or anything. Like I said earlier, you do what you know what's best for you in the moment. But what I would like to do is just help you have a new perspective around this. I had somebody call me the other day telling me that her husband woke up with a kinked neck, and I couldn't get him in like as soon as he wanted to, and they were going out of town, so they didn't come in. And I said to her, well, make sure, he ices it and he doesn't make any sudden moves, because if he takes that anti-inflammatory drug, it's a false sense of safety. There are so many people out there hurting themselves because they are living in this false sense of safety. And I want you to know that drugs cover the symptoms. And what I'm asking you to maybe think about a little differently is to listen and try something different. Listen to what your body needs. Don't ignore it. The longer we push down and ignore the symptoms of what's going on, the more disconnected we feel. That's the thing, that's the result. We human beings are spiritual. We're living a physical life. We're spiritual beings living a physical life, right? And when we practice disconnecting, not only are we disconnecting from our emotions and how our body is communicating to us, we're disconnecting to our spiritual selves. We become spiritually sick, emotionally sick, mentally sick, physically sick, and we wonder why we're not feeling good. And it kills us, it kills us spiritually, and that's why we feel like, oh, what is this thing that I'm looking for that I can't describe? It's that disconnect from your spiritual self. That's what's missing. So, a suggestion that I'd like to make, if that's okay, is just to start today by doing something different than you normally do. Instead of reaching for that instant numbing agent or whatever you do, like sugar, caffeine, your anti-inflammatory, your like your prescription, or not your prescription drugs, but your over-the-counter drugs. Ask your body what it needs. If you think you don't have time, that's a false sense of reality. It's not true. You have as much time as you want. And you can take a moment to tune into my meditations. And my meditations helps you to connect with yourself, connect with your spiritual body, your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body. That is what my guided meditations are for, is to find wholeness, to find your wholeness. And that is happiness. To find your wholeness is happiness. It's real joy. It's real living, right? It's not walking around disconnected and ignoring and just hoping for the best. So take control of your future, and you can take the steps to heal your body. There are so many tools out there that can help you on that path. And if it's not me, it's somebody else. There are so many people out there willing and ready to support you on reconnecting and healing your spiritual body, healing your emotional body, healing your physical body, and helping you live more free to be you. And that's what it is being happy to be in your body, loving your body, like receiving every aspect of yourself. That is true happiness. That is freedom. So that is part of what I'll be talking about at my retreat. And I talk about this stuff to my clients all the time at my one-on-one sessions here at the house. And in my workshops and in my coaching program. So if you want to know more about how I can support you, if you feel like like there's something about me that really attracts you to me, which is what I want. I want to be connected to the people who feel resonance with me. Then reach out. I will be happy to talk to you. Happy to just help you in any way I can. Start with these videos. Start with these weekly lives. You can go to YouTube, Wandering Wendy, to look at my videos. And I have a new website coming out tomorrow. I'm so excited. Or by Friday. So excited about my new website coming out. I've been doing a lot of work on my back office. So check that out. It's next week. I'll post it, of course. www.wendylnelson.com. That's the reveal is coming soon. Haven't seen it yet myself, so it's like Christmas. And I will be sharing the retreat information below. I challenge you to invest in yourself and just and get on the path to freedom, letting go of your past and moving forward into more present, fulfilled life. So now, if you'd like to just close your eyes and open your palms to the sky, connect your feet to the earth, and share a little meditation here with you hopefully before my battery dies. If we get cut off, you can just continue without me, but I'll get you started at least. So we're going to do a counting breath. As you breathe in through your nose, count to 4 and pause. Exhale through your nose, count to 6 and pause. Inhale 4, pause. Exhale 6 and pause. Keep going with the counting. And with your palms facing up, bring your tips together, your middle finger and your thumb tips together. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Notice the pause between each breath. And with every exhale, bring the breath deeper into the belly, filling up your belly with the breath. Filling your ribs, expanding as you inhale. And on the exhale, releasing, letting your shoulders drop. In for 4, pause. Out for 6, pause. Breathing deep. Letting go of the tension as you exhale from your jaw. Letting go of the tension from your chest. Inhale. And exhale, let go of the tension in your shoulders and your arms, your neck. Inhale for 4. Pause. And exhale, release. Let go of the tension in your legs, your upper legs and lower legs. Sinking deep into your chair. Bringing awareness to how it feels to just relax for a few moments in your chair. Letting it surround you with comfort. Notice the shift in energy as you calm your breath and go back to your natural breath. Notice any energy in the form of tingling, buzzing, warmth. Bring your awareness to the shift. Sinking deeper into your chair. Relaxing your tongue, relaxing your jaw. Maybe even you can feel your body swaying slightly. It's very subtle. If you're able to get to that depth of relaxation, your inner body begins to sway. Just let it happen. Don't hold back on it. This is your vibration. Let the vibration move you, soothe you. And bring your hands to your chest, one on top of the other over your heart. And give yourself thanks. Thank you, body. Thank you, mind. Thank you, heart, soul, for giving me space to relax and reconnect and come back to my wholeness. Thank you. I love you. I receive you. I hear you and I see you. You can say this inside your mind or you can say it out loud. Your thoughts are powerful. Your thoughts send signals to the rest of your body, and your body listens. It believes every word, every thought as truth. So if you want to change your truth, your internal dialogue, you can just start with this simple practice of reconnecting to your wholeness, receiving every aspect, every essence of yourself. And telling it, I hear you. I love you. And just asking it to tell you, what do you need for me to know? What are you trying to communicate to me? What is underneath the pain that I need to know? I am hearing and listening. Thank you for joining me today. Have a beautiful holiday. I wish you the best on your journey. And I hope to see you again next week. Join me live, or you can find my recordings on YouTube, Wandering Wendy. And I will see you again soon. I love you all. Bye-bye.